So one thing I do every day, is I make sure that I plan out how I'm going to execute the very next day. Hour by hour. Every hour of the next day, I'm planning it out on how I'm going to do it. And got some big meetings tomorrow. The book comes out next week, so make sure y'all get ready to buy the new book, The Ultimate Entrepreneur. The Ultimate Entrepreneur. I got a lot of stuff going on in the next 30 days. So make sure you stay tuned. The Ultimate Entrepreneur comes out next week. And it's going to be, I'm giving all the gems away, all the tools away, all my resources on how I became a 8-figure entrepreneur through real estate investments, through credit. That's why I try to teach people about credit. You know, I don't got nothing to hide. Everything's above board. I'm not in the gray area. I don't do anything in the gray area. Keep everything above board. That being said, make sure y'all stay tuned. It's the vibes. Deontay. Y'all gotta check out my fighter, man. I got a fighter, he getting ready to go pro, Deontay. Make sure y'all follow him right now. Going pro. He gonna be the next Floyd, for sure. So in case y'all been following the brand, I got a sports agency as well. So got some professional athletes, got some entertainers. Got a few things going on. But if you want to get your investments going, make sure you hit the DM. Let's talk about, I'm going to give you a free consultation on financial literacy, what to do with money. So hit the DM, and I'm going to schedule you sometime next week, not this week. Sometime next week, I'll get some time with you to talk about investments, how to get your money going for free. Just for y'all little 3 people that's on this this live. Don't tell your friends, but I'm gonna sit down with y'all and get you a good start, get you a boost to your finances. See, a lot of people, they just don't know what to do with money. That's all. You get it, you buy nice things and things like that. No, that's not what happened. You gotta put your money in places that can work for you, so that way you can sleep in all day and still make money, or you can work at your job all day and still make money outside your job. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, y'all. The book next week. And y'all can get a front row view on the subdivision too. So my subdivision in St. Louis that I'm building out, y'all get to see that up front in personal tomorrow. I'm going live tomorrow, so y'all be able to see what I did from scratch. I bought some land, I built some houses, I'm selling them houses. All from 10 acres of land. Yep. Real life projects. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of people talking about it now. A lot of people making it happen. You know what I'm saying? One thing we don't do. I need that signature before we can do anything. Anything. I need that signature first, y'all. There's no such thing as a business deal without that contract. Because we going to be rich forever and ever. Is that my boy Perrin on here? Is that Perrin? Is that my boy Perrin on here? Hey, what up, boy? Yeah. We're just talking about a couple dollars, just talking about some money, that's all. My boy Perrin, man. It's been some years, brother. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just doing some contracts for my clients in the morning. That's it. This is just the vibes. It's the vibes tonight. Every night I'm gonna do the vibes from now on. I'm just talking vibes. Every night. Since I'm up anyway. Doing contracts, having business. I don't know why I was smiling this hard in this. I did a photo shoot for the book cover. I was smiling too hard in that book cover. I was smiling too hard, buddy. If you ain't got the book, make sure you get the book. Yeah. And for real. Oh. We gonna be rich forever. If y'all ain't got the book, make sure I get the book. It drop next week. The Ultimate Entrepreneur. Yes, sir. The vibes. The Ultimate Entrepreneur. Been a long time coming. And we're making it happen. We are making it happen, guys. It's here. The wait is over. All your problems are solved. Okay? With this book, all your problems are solved. Every problem you have with your business, every problem you have with your life, the Ultimate Entrepreneur has figured it out. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real. We gonna be rich forever. And I'm gonna give you free advice on how to take your money, whatever you making, up a notch. What to do, how to do it. If I was in your shoes, I'm gonna say that. Yeah. If I was in your shoes, what would I do? How to get to 8 figures. Y'all want to know how to get to 8 figures? I'm going to tell you. Jump on, come on. Who was that? Let's see, 50, 52. I'm going to show you how to do it. You already got that money though, Elisa. Let's see. You already paid. But I'll show you what I'll do in that position. I'll show you how to get to that 8-figure level. You know, I got to this place through real estate development. Buying land, work with private equity investments, and taking those investments to new levels. Right? Instead of putting money into, most people do like the actual stock market. That was after for me. I would buy land, build a house at a low cost, and then sell that house. Or I would find real estate trusts, put my money in those trusts and get some sort of return. Or I would dump my money into some sort of policy, like a life insurance policy, and pull it out tax-free and utilize that as leverage in order to get credit, land, money from the bank. So, if you want to know how to take your income, whatever you're making right now, what you should do, and how to scale up, or how to get, some assets and cash flow, then jump on right now. I'm going to give you a free consultation. You only got to pay the price. I'm going to give it to you free right here on live. Everybody can see what's going to happen. What's good, Uncle Eddie? Jump on real quick, man. You sleep? Uncle Eddie Griffin on the line. Long time no see, brother. Hey, I remember, hey, since we on live, I remember I came to your house, and you was at Prince's old residence, and we talked for hours, bro. Like, you gave me so much advice just about the industry, business, just people. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I really do. Appreciate that, man. Actually, I use a lot of that advice to this day still. how to deal with people, how to deal with the industry. I was kind of fresh to money at the time. So, man, much appreciated, man, for real. Much appreciated. I got my young Jacoby. What's up, man? Hope everything well. Let me see.
Hey.
It's Alyssa.
How are
What's
you?
happening?
Uh-oh. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Can't complain.
Okay. Hey, you got the bus down. Got the
I know. My birthday this weekend, so
happy early
Thank
birthday.
you.
So what's going on?
Um, no, like I was just listening to you. Like I'm in the stock market. I have a ULI, and I
IUL.
ULI,
Okay.
and I have a trust fund. So I'm just trying to take my money further.
Got you.
Yeah.
Good. So we don't have to say specific numbers, but so since you have your I, so what's the ultimate goal? Are you looking to jump into real estate? Are you looking to get some more cash flow, monthly income? What you looking to do?
Well, I think I'm good for cash flow. I'm decent. But definitely like investment. I want residual income so I can leave this matrix world. So
Okay. So
yeah.
say cash flow.
Uh-huh.
I have the money that you have coming in
Hmm.
outside with work. So that is that residual monthly income, that income that's coming in without you working.
Um, I have a little situation. So I have two incomes that's coming in outside of my work income.
Okay.
So,
That's what's up.
hmm.
So, and the goal is to get some real estate, some sort of residual income, you saying,
Correct.
right?
Hmm.
Good. So are you into real estate at all, or how are you looking to get that cash flow right now?
So right now I have enough funds put away that I'm going to go to the bank and see if they can give me a line of credit um, to buy a property. So right now I'm in a good space to where I can do some extra. I have money, but I'm just like, what do I do with it? So that's where I am right
So
now.
are you saying you're gonna buy a property? So I hear a lot of people say this. You looking to buy a property for what? What you gonna buy a property for?
So I can get a residual income, I guess. So money.
So you want to rent the property out? Do you want to
Yeah.
flip the whole? Okay.
Right now I want to rent it out so I can get the cash flow. I am into flipping, but I'm not there yet. So.
Yeah. So what I tell people when they're new to the industry, when they're new to getting cash flow, what they're trying to do,
Mhm.
the amount of money that depending on what the price of the house is. So say, for example, give me a general stance of what the house. Have you looked at some houses yet?
So I'm in like the DMV area, so prices are kind of high.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at properties within like 300 to 400.
So what I would do if I was you, so if you do that, you're probably going to have to put 30, 40,000 down on that house. So what I would do if I was you, instead of jumping into the buying a house first,
Mm-hmm.
I would find some sort of equity acquisition to jump into. So what that is a company that's in your area that you can do a cash injection of 20 or $30,000 in exchange for 10 or 15% of the company.
Okay.
So because think about it, that house that you're talking about, that's
Mm-hmm.
$300,000, you rent that out for maybe $4 grand a month, so you make $2 grand a month, maybe, right?
Yeah.
And then you make $2 grand a month, right? And then you still have to, pay for any expenses or anything that breaks down in the house.
Right.
If you do an equity acquisition where you find a company that needs a cash injection, which is 1,000 of them, and you give them 20 grand or 30 grand for 10% of the company, now
Mm-hmm.
you got 3 to 5 grand coming in every month on a profit sharing agreement. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I would do that first and then use that money to
Okay.
get a mortgage out of home and then rent that home out, or start there.
Okay.
That's the first thing I would take, because I would try to increase my cash flow, because
Right.
buying a house is just one house is just you know,
Yeah.
it's it's kind of slow. So unless you do maybe a complex, fourplex or something, that might make more sense. You can get a
Yeah.
$500,000 fourplex
Mm-hmm.
and rent it out for $1,200 a piece or whatnot.
Exactly. And I know, like, from my area, I mean, I'm not gonna speak for the whole area, but like, I wanted to do that, but it's just probably where I live is not the best. So I want to outsource somewhere in a different state to do that because I do have the cash flow, or I can probably get a loan from the bank to do that. So,
The bank would be happy to give you a loan on any multifamily, especially if you have been banking with them for a while and you
right,
obviously direct deposit it. Probably if you set up a business account.
have a business account. Like,
Okay.
it's so weird because I'm in a good space. I just like the money that I have and what I have coming in. It's just like, what do I do with that? And I think that's where I need help with
Yeah.
because I got it, but it's like, what do I do?
Yeah. We can actually dive deeper into it, but that's the first thing I'll do. I actually got a list of companies that
Yeah,
are for partnerships, so I can, we can do like a Zoom call with us
yeah,
and them and just talk about, what they need, how much, and what it'll look like on a monthly basis. And
right,
I never actually get you involved in the actual the ownership of the actual company, but we just do a profit sharing
right.
agreement. So
Okay,
you own a percentage of the profits instead of the actual company.
okay,
So that way, if anything happens, slip and fall liability wise, you don't have any issues,
okay.
right?
Hmm.
So yeah, we can talk about that, but that's the first thing I'll do. And then after you do that, now we can dump money into different rental properties, and then you let the property management company manage it.
Hmm.
So now all you do is just pay them; they handle all the details, and be pretty, and just get your hair done and all that stuff, right?
That's what I'm about these days. Work smarter, not harder.
No,
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
yeah. Thank you. It's good seeing you. It's been a while.
I know it has, right? Uh, I'm glad you're doing good, though.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, well, I'll reach out to you, maybe next week. It's a busy week for me, so
Me too. Yeah.
yeah.
So let's shoot for next week, or you can just text me, and
Okay.
then time where we can do a Zoom and introduce you to some folks and see what role you want to play.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll
Alrighty.
talk to you later. Miss Alyssa, it was good to see you. It's been a while. It's been some years. It's been some years. Hopefully that was some good information. Hopefully some other people, caught on to, what I was sharing with her. What up?
What up, nephew?
What's going on, man?
Hey, that just getting on stage.
Hey, man, how it go, man? I know you did your
You
thing, man.
already know. You already know. I blew this motherfucker through the roof.
Hey, telling the truth as usual.
Yes, indeed, feed the needy because somebody needs to be fed.
Exactly. Exactly, man. What city you in?
I'm in Las
Oh,
Vegas.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
good. Still the residence.
yeah,
Good.
yeah. I got a residency at the Sahara every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Y'all.
Uh, hey, matter of fact, bring me and the team out there.
Okay, hey, come on out, man. Tickets on the house, man. Hey, ain't nothing but love for you, brother.
That's good, man.
And you gave that young lady some beautiful advice, man.
I appreciate it,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
really do.
I just was sitting here watching. I'm like, look at the little homie, nigga. He doing the damn thing.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
I'm trying, I'm just trying to, just be a good reflection of you, man.
That's right. All right. Hey, look, I'm gonna hit you with my info because
Okay.
I updated all that shit.
Okay.
But yeah, we need to link up because I got some business opportunities.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, and
So yes, indeed, feed the needy, and we shall be eating well.
right. Now that's good, man. I got you. That ain't no problem at all. And I'll just, walk you through, show you some things, make some introductions, and that'll be easy.
All right, cool, bro.
Hey, man.
I ain't gonna hold your show up now.
Now you
Ain't
good?
nothing but love, bro.
Oh yeah, you
And I'm backstage, and it's time to get the hell up out of here and get out these hot ass clothes
right.
and go on home.
All right, man. Love you, man. Talk to you soon.
I love you too, my brother. All right, peace.
Later. Yeah, Unc, man. Appreciate that, Unc, man. It's so good to see you. So good to see you, brother. Man, I remember Unc gave me some of the best conversation ever. He was on the show. He went, did the show, rocked the show. It was crazy. The whole Vegas was in the building. I'm talking about it was he was on the stage. I'm talking I couldn't even stop laughing. my my people I was with, they was like, we was all on the floor just rolling. But man, I appreciate that, man. Let's continue to grind, guys. You know, as you work hard, as you perform, you know, you never know who sees you. You never know who's paying attention, who recognizes the work that you're putting in. So continue to put that work in. Continue to share that information. That's why I give information out for free, because it always comes back. It always comes back full circle. You know, one of my favorite scriptures of all time is Deuteronomy 122. It always says, the Lord has laid the land out before you. Go up and possess it. I read that scripture every single day. So every day I put that work in every day, and I do it at when I give it away for free when I can. So, because I know it's going to come back. It comes back every time. So, but anyway, let's see who else wants to jump on and talk some money real quick, and their finances, and see if there's an opportunity to how we can take your money to a new level. For myself, got to 8 figures by the time I was 28. So I'm sharing that information on how you get to 8 figures, you know, through real estate, through investments, and through business acquisitions. So yeah, it's been exciting. It's been exciting. So stay tuned to what we got going on. My new book comes out next week, The Ultimate Entrepreneur. I'm giving everything away for free. Everything. I'm getting the entire game away for free on how to take your business to the new level, how to think like an entrepreneur, how to handle investments, what it's supposed to look like. I'm not hiding nothing. I'm going to show you how I got to 8 figures, how I took that income to a new level, how I made these partnerships. So anyway, that being said, let's just keep going. Are you getting your real estate license now? That's good. That's good. Just know real estate is an industry within itself. So you could do 39 things within real estate. You could either be renting houses or selling houses. You could be building houses. You could be handling leases. You could be handling leases of commercial side. So whenever you get your license, or even before then, let's talk about what you plan to do in the real estate industry. How do you plan to sustain? How do you plan to stay there? How do you plan to grow from that? Because you can be in the real estate industry and not be making money if you don't know what you're doing, if you go into it blind. So let's talk about how you can stay there, how you can stay in the industry, how you can really make money in real estate. And nice too. Once you get your license, let's talk. So that way you can jump in on deals. Let me tell you a story. When I was first getting into the real estate industry, I was handling private equity investments. They was treating me like the little dog in the industry. And I was trying to just move up. I was making a decent amount of money, but I was trying to move up. So I go to this bar, and I was handling more residential and a little bit of commercial at the time. And I go to this bar, and this guy is just talking to me. He's an older white guy. He's like 70 something. He's talking to me about investments. He's talking to me about real estate. He's talking to me about all these things. But he's talking in general. He's an older guy. He's been drinking. It was probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And he was like, yo, man, you're in real estate, right? I'm like, yeah. He said, meet me tomorrow at this location, and I want to show you a couple properties. I'm like, okay, cool. It was 8 o'clock the next day. I showed up, and he was like, yo, I got an investor coming in town. It's a big commercial property. He said, let me show you, how I show the property. So he showed me how he showed the property. The investor showed up, and he was like, yo, I want you to show the property for me. And I showed the property for him, and I sold them. I sold the investor on the deal, and he wrote me like a $25,000. He wrote me a $25,000 check at the time, and I thought that was that was a while ago. I thought that was just like the biggest thing ever. And from that day forward, I was married to the game. I was married to the game. Now I got about 20 Walgreens listed. I got a few hotels. I got a lot of commercial property now. So yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing. I always wanted to deal with money, deal with investments. I started with the private equity investments. Then I jumped into the commercial real estate, and they both went hand to hand. And I just kind of merged the two industries, you know. So people who need lines of credit, people who need money, existing businesses who need money, cash injections, they have to already be making money though. Will be willing to issue them lines of credit. And people who are looking for large commercial properties, want to be some sort of an investor, they can also reach out to us for opportunity. So that's why I like having these calls to educate, teach, and to give opportunities to. I think it's dope. I think that is really dope. So I appreciate it. Just keep in touch and we'll make it happen. I'll be handling all my investment clients next week. So if you want me to sit down one-on-one with you and talk to you about your investments, shoot me a DM. I won't get you to this week, but next week I'll be able to make time for you. And I'll talk to you for free. So I'm going to set your investments up for free next week. Next week, though. All right. I'll keep saying next week because not this week. So next week, I'll sit down with you one-on-one, talk to you about your investments and what you should do and how you should do it. And I'm doing this at no cost next week only. Obviously, I won't be able to do 1,000 people, but the people that I can get to next week, shoot me a DM, and I'll make sure that we have a one-on-one call. Shoot me information, your name, email, and your phone number. And let's talk about how we can take your income, your investments, your business to that next level and help you really understand what to do with money. Because keep in mind, it's never about how much money you're making. It's about what you're doing with the money that you make. It's never about that. It's never about how much money you're making. It's what you're doing with what you have. So if we can maximize that, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. So the book comes out next week, The Ultimate Entrepreneur. It's my second book, by the way. So first one was a bestseller, and I'm going to need your guys' help on making this one a bestseller. So people, make sure you tuned in on that. We should be in good shape, you know. And yeah. All right, I can do one more person before I jump off on, what their money is investment wise, what they're looking to do with it, how can they get it to the next level. If you want to know how you can take your income up, how to get your cash flow up, what you should do in life right now, and you're just trying to figure out, if I was in your shoes, what you would do. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And yeah, I appreciate the love for real. I really do, man. That's why I continue to just give and do charities and do foundations and just give back, because you just never know how many people is just paying attention. You never know how many people you can help. Even my small platform, that last year alone, I served 3 million meals in St. Louis. 3 million. I served 3 million meals for free in the hood in St. Louis. So this year we plan to do so much more. Doing a women's empowerment conference coming up here soon, where we're gonna help women in all areas, financially, housing wise, getting first time home buyer assistance. So I'll be sharing that information soon. So just stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. We're doing a lot of charity, a lot of giving back this year. So I just appreciate the love, man. Just grateful. Yeah. The scripture is Deuteronomy 1:22. The Lord has laid the land out before you. Go up and possess it. Go out and possess it. That's it. That's it. I just wanna see y'all do great. That's the only thing I want in return. Is just to say, you know what, Howard, thank you for that scripture. Or whatever. I don't know. It don't matter, but you do your best. Do your best, baby. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm just in this very grateful place. It's a very grateful place right now. I posted that yesterday. You know, things have just been really growing more than ever. I made my first $1 million at 26, 27 years old. So it's not never about the money, but now it's just about what impact can I make before I go. You know, I don't have any kids. It's just me. I'm just grinding. So it's the impact that I can make before I leave. You know, streets named after me, schools, how many people I helped, how many lives can I change before I go? And you just never know. Just never know when your time's up. So what you gonna do? You know, what you gonna do? But money, finances, I always wanted to deal with that. I always wanted to understand money. I always wanted to learn that. So my whole life I spent studying money, studying the banking system, studying, how to really grow financially. These private equity groups, these investors, I wanted to know how all of that worked. I didn't understand. I'm like, wait a minute, how are these groups getting together and they're buying all of this land? How are they getting together and they're buying all of this stuff? What are they doing? And then I realized, like, oh, okay, there's different rooms to walk in. And I got into those rooms. And I started teaching them about tax codes and real estate and investments. Now I'm the youngest African American in the room. Everybody else 60 plus, right? And I'm teaching them about real estate, how to do that, how to get inside the local government programs, and how to utilize these grants the right way, you know. And now I'm just having fun with it, kind of crack the code. But um, but yeah, that's the name of the game. And from that day forward, you know, how can I show other people how to get there? And I don't even necessarily have to take the route that I took, but how can I help you become financially free? How can I show you what cash flow really means and what it looks like? How can I increase your cash flow without ever touching your personal money? You know, right now I got 200 acres right now in North County of St. Louis, and without ever touching a dime of my own money. I just closed on this 2 weeks ago. Never touched my own money. Getting ready to build a hotel in St. Louis. Never touched my own money. You know, so there's ways out there, guys. There's ways for sure, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. But let's stay in touch, guys. Let's stay in touch. Let's do it. I'm gonna give more information about money, how to invest the right way through real estate investments, private equity, and I'm issuing out lines of credit for those people who want to sit down and talk one-on-one about your investments. Next week. This week I got a lot going on, but next week, yes. So that's what I'm just showing. I'm not even trying to do anything other than just give it away. Yep. So, but if you want to jump on, I can do it right here on live, just to give one person a live consultation right now on whatever they at in life. There's no judgment zone. Wherever you at right now, how to get to the next level. My first book is The Ultimate Entrepreneur, or the first book is called actually it's right here, so don't worry about it. Turning Your Ordinary Business into a Successful Empire. My second book comes out next week, and it's called The Ultimate Entrepreneur, bestseller. So if you haven't read it yet, grab a copy. And I give the essentials to taking your business to the next level. How to take your business to the next level and improve your mindset, how to improve your office, your sales, your marketing within your business. And I talk about acquisitions in there as well for those people who are asking about acquisitions earlier. So, yeah. But how to utilize other people's money is one of the main things. You know, right now I'm developing over 1,000 acres in the Midwest right now. And I never use my own money. I never touched a dime of my personal bank account. right? I mean, I didn't start out that way though, but that's how I got started. I mean, that's where I'm at now. When I first got started, I bought some land. I bought some land that was appraised at about $500,000, right? I did all the infrastructure and civil site work on that land. After I did that, the land was worth $7 million. I just did the plumbing, electrical, and the sewers, etc. $7 million. I built the house on that and went to $10 million. Right. So now, you know, that's equity. So and I taught that to these different private equity groups, and that's how I earned a spot at the table. So I talk about that in my book. If you don't have my book, make sure you grab it. Turning your business to a successful empire. And then my book comes out next week, The Ultimate Entrepreneur. And, you know, we can kind of go into detail about that. But next week, if you want that one-on-one meeting for free at no cost on how to take your income to the next level, a financial literacy plan for you personally, based on your goals, based on your finances, your expenses, what you're dealing with right now. If you want to know how to do that next week, not this week, not this week, promise not this week. I'm so busy this week, but next week I can sit down with you one-on-one or do a phone call, Zoom, whatever, and talk to you about how you can take your money and increase your cash flow. Yep, that's what we can do. You're in Sweden? That's dope. What's up? What time is it over in Sweden? Dope. People from all over on Instagram. That's the cool thing about Instagram, isn't it? Got people all over the globe on here. Thank you so much. Wish you success too. And but yeah, guys. Yeah, I'm definitely willing. But if I can do a live one, I could do a live consultation right here on live, just to let people know that this is what I do in public. Um, is help people get to that next level financially, understand financial literacy, and how to do real estate, how to understand how that works, increasing cash flow. I know a lot of people say real estate, but I can break real estate down into more details for you. I'm gonna handle the finances at no cost next week, just because I want to do a give back. You know, I want to do a give back. I want to show the people how to get money. I want to show people how to really get money. And how to, especially, our people. Yeah. Yes, if you jump into real estate is a broad industry, but it's a very lucrative industry, obviously. So most people who make money, they eventually want to get into real estate. They take their money and they put it into real estate because there's so many tax benefits from that. Yeah, there's so many tax benefits. There's government grants for everything. There's billions of dollars that go to waste for grants because people don't use them. So actually, I'm gonna share a link. I'm gonna share a link where you can actually see a lot of government grants, and you can actually apply for them as an individual. Whether you have a nonprofit organization, whether a for-profit organization, or you're just an individual. So I would always suggest applying for grants, but make that on top of something else. Make that, if you're gonna do grants, because grants can sometimes take time. Right? It could take you 6 months to get a grant. You just don't necessarily know. So if you're gonna go and do the grants, make sure that you're also looking for gifts or donations as well. That's why I tell every business owner. So first of all, everybody should be a business owner. Whether you're working with a company or not, you should have a EIN and you should have a LLC. Even if you're not necessarily using it every day, you need an entity that you can use for tax benefits, right? Every individual should have a business and a nonprofit. All right. And the reason why I say that is because for tax reasons. So for tax reasons and for gifts and donation reasons. So you can apply for a lot of grants when you have a nonprofit. There's a lot of grants that you apply for, especially when you're developing the community or doing some of the government's work. So anytime you're doing charity, you're doing government's work. Don't forget that. Anytime you're doing anything on behalf of the government, that's where tax breaks come from. That's an incentive. That's why the government gifts you tax benefits. They gifts you write-offs, I should say, that people understand that. They gift you write-offs. They say, hey, listen, you're helping us feed the needy. We're going to give you a write-off. We're going to thank you for doing that for us, because we can't help everybody. But if you're an individual with no business and no nonprofit, guess what? The government's going to tax you the hardest. You're in the highest tax bracket you could be in because you don't own a business and you don't have a nonprofit. You're not helping the government in any way. So if you're not helping the government in no way, they're going to tax you the hardest. So you need some sort of business that can offset that, and you can receive some of the benefits from the government. Keep that in mind. Okay? So anyway, help the government out, start a business, start a nonprofit. That's why they'll give you grants to assist you with, because you're assisting them, right? If you have a business or a nonprofit, right? They'll give you that. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Yes. You definitely want those incentives. And then think about it. A lot of these companies, they have to write off. They make so much money, they have to find write-offs. They have to find organizations to donate money to, right? Why not make your nonprofit, your organization, one of those organizations? Every person should have a nonprofit and every person should have a business. Everyone. So that way, whenever you can actually patronize these companies by, saying, hey, listen, I know you need a write-off. Here's our organization. This is what we're doing in the community. Everybody should be doing some sort of charity work and receive those grants. You get hundreds of thousands of grants per year because the company's got to write this money off anyway. That's why everybody keeps going to the same organizations donating, because they don't know of any others. So keep that in mind. So if you haven't got the bestseller, make sure you get the bestseller. Turning your ordinary business to a successful empire. And then my new book drops next week, The Ultimate Entrepreneur. And I'll kind of talk to you how I got to that 8-figure level. How did I get to 8 figures? What did I do? And how do you stay there? It's a lot of people that get to a place and can't stay at a place. A lot of people can get a nice girl but can't keep a nice girl. You'd be like, dang, man, why can't I always find these nice girls, I can't keep them. So a lot of people can't keep success, sustain success. Yeah. A lot of people can't do it. And it's how to stay there. A lot of people, nobody wants to be used to be. Oh, I used to have this and that. Well, what happened? How do you stay there? And that's the 10th chapter of my next book. It's sustaining success. How do you stay there? More than living below your means, right? More than that. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than living below your means. It's more so, how do you increase cash flow? How do you increase cash flow? I know a lot of people saw Floyd Mayweather. He did some sort of one key point sustaining. So this probably answered that question. So I saw Floyd Mayweather. He was talking about one of his buildings. He making like 300 million, something like that, a month in revenue on that building, right? So one of those buildings that he owns, he's 2% owner on that building, right? He's 2% owner on that building. Not saying he's not bringing in this amount of money a month, but he's 2% owner on this building that's bringing in $300 million a month, right? On a skyscraper that he always talks about. He's 2% owner. There's 40 people that own that building. There's 40 partners on that. So understand the power of not having to own 100% of everything to free up your time. Would you take 2% ownership if you really forgot you even own some of the stuff? I was talking to my grandma this morning, and I was like, "Oh, I do own that company, don't I? I'm 25% owner in a very large company, and I sometimes I forget I got it. I don't do anything in regards to it. You know, and that's what it's about. When I was growing up, I used to watch. I saw the cartoon. What's the cartoon? With Magic Johnson, Proud Family, right? He owned everything in it. He owned movie theaters, Magic Theater, and all of that. And I started paying attention. Like, man, how does dude own everything? And I see Jay-Z. He partner in this, partner in that, partner in that. How do we own all of this stuff? And then that's when I learned the power of percentage. You can own all these different things and really kind of forget that you got it because you bought some equity in that company. And you can do that on a much smaller scale too. So if you bring it in, if you got an additional 10 grand, if you got an additional 10 grand and you find a company that needs a $10,000 injection in exchange for 20% of their company, that may yield you 2 to 3 grand a month for the existence of that company. For the existence of that company, that may yield you 2 to 3 grand. You just gave up 10 grand for 2 to 3 grand a month for the existence of the company because this company needed a cash injection. Come on, come on now. So that's how I started out. I will buy a percentage of this company. I'll take 100 grand and I will put it amongst 5 different companies. I got 15 grand coming in a month for the existence of these companies. And guess what? On top of that, when they sell these companies, whatever percentage that we agreed upon, I get that percentage of the sales price. So for the $300,000 company, and I bought 10% of the company, look what we're doing. No. I didn't say he was an owner of Proud Family. I said that in the movie, it was a guy that was like, I don't know. It was something. He was like, he owned a bunch of stuff. Magic Johnson. It didn't Magic Johnson, but it was somebody like that. It was a character in the cartoon. How do we find the companies that need? So that's when you find people like myself. So I got over 1,000 companies listed where I partner and I help them with lines of credit, where I help them with cash injections, things of that nature. And I either sell their companies or I help build their companies. And we just kind of filter through. Or you can just go out and sort out companies. Yeah, that's who he is, Wizard Kelly. Yeah, but you can just sort out companies. You just never know. You just contact owners of different businesses and find out if they're looking for angel investor or equity partner. That's what I did. That's how I got started out. That's another way I got started out. I had an opportunity, had some cash. I jumped into a company, and I needed that consistent cash flow. With my last 30 grand, I said, you know what? This will help me keep the bills down, take care of the bills while I go out here and sort out new opportunities and get some more money. How do I go out and get some more money? How do I go out and get some more money and keep the bills taken care of while I go out and find new vendors or new deals to jump into? So when I first got started, uh, my deals was taking like 7, 8 months to close. So guess what that meant? Like, I had to find a way to keep a wolf away from the door to make sure that those bills was handled for that time until those deals closed. I had some really large deals, so when they did close, it was great. But when I was just getting going, it was kind of rough for that. So just keep that in mind. But we can talk about other opportunities as well. We can talk about different investments, different IRAs, different packages we can put together in regards to like real estate investments or whatnot that you can jump into as well. Different hedge fund opportunities or things that aren't generally available to the public. Just hit the DM, hit my DM, bro, and we can talk. It's all about what you do with money. It's never about how much money you're making and getting the cash flow up. It's the book. Turn your ordinary business to a successful empire. And then next week, the new book drops. The Ultimate Entrepreneur. I can't wait. I'm doing a book tour. I got so much going on, I forgot to tell y'all. I'm doing a book signing. I'm doing a book tour. I'm doing 10 cities. So I'm going to be dropping that on the page. 10 city book tour. Yep. Can't wait. Can't wait. 10 city book tour. Yeah. And last book tour we sold out. So it was great. I sold out all my books every city I went to. Yeah, my book's on Amazon right now. Yep. Barnes and Nobles, Amazon. Next week it'll be all over those places as well when I drop it. The Ultimate Entrepreneur. But this one is on Amazon right now. Yes. So books on audio. Yep. The next week, the Ultimate Entrepreneur will be on audio. Yes. This one is not on audio. This is not an audio book. I did not put this one on audio. But next week, the Ultimate Entrepreneur, I just finished recording that on audio. And anyway, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I tell you that. Find it in Sweden. Yeah. Just order it on Amazon or Sweden. That's great. I gotta come out to Sweden. I ain't never been to Sweden. I gotta see what's going on in Sweden, man. Sounds like a good trip. I might go on vacation this weekend though. I might run to Jamaica real quick or something. I need a quick little getaway because tomorrow busy. I got a real estate showing tomorrow. I got a crazy day tomorrow. I'm doing a big development in St. Louis. A lot of people know. I don't know if a lot of people know about it or not, but I think they do. But doing a big real estate investor showing tomorrow over my 200 acres. So if you ain't saw my 200-acre development, then yeah. So tomorrow I show that, and then Thursday I have another showing. Another Thursday and Friday, all week. The rest of the week, investor showings all week. I also got a lot of land on Del Mar in St. Louis, which is a very popular piece of property, and I'm doing some big things over there as well. So yeah, St. Louis is gonna be different when I get done. That's all I gotta say. I'm from Michigan, but St. Louis is gonna be different when I leave here. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. St. Louis, Dallas. Um, what? Got a Walgreens in Pennsylvania. Um, what else? Obviously, other parts of Missouri, East St. Louis, Cahokia, Winfield, Missouri. Um, so yeah, real estate. We can go acre for acre if you want to. I'm from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Kalamazoo. I went to Kalamazoo Central. I played ball down there. I used to shake them up, do my thing back in the day. I was back in the day, though. Look, everybody can't wait to talk about how they used to do in football and sports. Yeah, I used to get them back in the day. Then you Google them, they were sorry. Nah, I was all right though. Mm-hmm. No, that's good though. But I'm gonna jump off here. Y'all got me tired now. I can't even. I'm running out of running out of stuff. Y'all ain't answering no business questions, so we're gonna do that. Business marketing. But make sure I check the website. Let me do a repeat real quick. Book come out next week. Make sure you do that. Book come out next week. Make sure you check out my developments in St. Louis. If you haven't Googled that, Google that. Just Google Howard Hughes III. Check out the developments in St. Louis that I got going on. I'm developing over 1,000 acres. It's all over the news. If you ain't seen it, you'll see it. Book out next week. Got the book out from last year or a couple of years ago. Um, what else I said? Oh, people who I'm handling investments. That's next week. So DM me all your information, name, all that. And good luck. Good luck with all your endeavors. Good luck with everything that you're doing. And if you ever have any questions, anything that you want to run by me, let me know. And I wish y'all nothing but the best. You know, much success to you. You know, yeah. Don't forget the book. Yeah, don't forget the book. Don't y'all forget the book. Do you feel? Do you feel like if everyone's had to recap? I would definitely relocate for more opportunities. If I was any of you, absolutely, absolutely, I would definitely do that. I would relocate for opportunity. I don't care where I'm at. If the opportunity is in Canada, I'm going to Canada. You know, that's what I do though. I go get the bag. I don't care where it's at. Under a rock, I'm going under the rock. Within my morals and integrity and all that, of course. The grants, I'm gonna make sure I post the information about the grants on my page. So just make sure I tune into my stories. I'm gonna make sure that I drop different grants in my stories all week. Different grants for individuals, businesses, and nonprofits. All right, guys. Much love. Talk soon.